From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a contest that looks... and the Detroit Lions. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Has the connection to right. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Play action here with Goff. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Ewers throwing out of the pistol. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
Now, I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. He's got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another one for Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Look
looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down throw from Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing is gone. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got third down well inside field goal range. They'll throw, third and long. That's on Laporta again. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Throwing again. It's Goff. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Dolphins got it. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there, and some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's yours. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Gone. There's another one to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Screen here for Gibbs. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, Goff finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. It connects on the deep shot. And he gets this down near the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ewers. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Completed over the middle. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And the defense all over this run. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff on 3rd. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Bates' kick is up and good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And the defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Lions capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
Point after up and good from Bates. The Lions bump the lead up to 13 points. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25. Couple yards short at the 23. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's Ewers. Gets this one to Waller. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Achane from the pistol. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You gain gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third down run from Achane. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. They've got the football, too. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running it with Gibbs. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Goff setting to throw. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 7-yard line.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Tom. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Goff to the air now. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions with a 13-point lead. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Goff back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Bates' kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Hill now to return it. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Woo! I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
He'll throw from his end zone. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
It wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to attain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's a big strike to Hill. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. He only can get his yard here, Burke. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he gets back to the line, but no more. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry here from Kenneth Walker III. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Darnold. And Walker has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing again is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Well, he caught. It's caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions taking on themselves. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll play action. It's Prescott just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, here's Dak. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for the Cowboys. And even 30 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. On the play fake, Dak. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Dak. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is in.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down throw from Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception. Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. Yeah. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. One drive in, and he is already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. First and 10 from the 32. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to the back. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Ravens make the recovery. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I'd take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Headed out right. Complete Derrick Henry. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Chased out to his right, and all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's second and 13. Out of the shotgun, Goff finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at first down here. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. off the play fake. Here's Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he will get this inside the 30.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, it's not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. And this one is launched downfield. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, gone. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Again, Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw again. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. You're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Ravens crowding the passing lanes. They go into the dime for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Bates' kick is up and good. And our first half ends with 3 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field. Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jackson now, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. So we'll try and make the most of this interception. He takes it all the way back to the 25.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff setting the throw. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Bates' kick is up and good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So after they ran into the kicker, Brock, that penalty keeps this drive going with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. Has it down close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, Nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions bump the lead up to 13 points. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Ali to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start, and off we go from Ford Field. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But gather it back in. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That one on target for Williams. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Lions 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing here is Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Goff gives it to Gibbs, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout and talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaughter. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Gibbs, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Quinn Williams there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Goff. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Now, Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Teslam. And he's in! Isaac Teslam. Touchdown, Detroit.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Right to the air is Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of 2nd and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this 3rd down got a whole lot more manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Prescott. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And the the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, Mike, once again,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. Dak going to put it up right away. That's made by Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
so they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 43 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11. And it's first and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's Dak to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. the size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. On the carry, it's Williams. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Raymond going to return it. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So after 1, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's got his man right inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 88 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Backs down the field for Lamb. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CD. 37 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Exiting the pocket right. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's caught by Slaw. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's Goff. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Prescott on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Cowboys.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken around the 11. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. Forced out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Osa Odigizua. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Catch is made. That is Williams. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Goff to throw. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
A second down throw for Goff. This one complete. It's to Sloan. And he will get into the end zone. Isaac to Sloan. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll run the draw with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Prescott now. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Big play coming up. This is third down.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First carry now for Jayden Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll come up for second and 9. To throw is Dak. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
Here is first and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Leads to second and goal at the Rams' 2-yard line.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Now, Prescott, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up fourth down.
The Lions call their first timeout. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's fourth and goal. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. On on the ground to start. They give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Third and 7. So it's a win here for the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.